everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here. I prefer to go by Alejandro or Goosebumps for Dummies. My real name is Alexander. There's no joke for this video's intro. I haven't prepared one, since I decided let's do a professional take on some of these videos sometimes. Sometimes. So yesterday I uploaded a video, and yesterday is today since I'm recording this on the same day the video is being uploaded. It's already uploaded. It's like 7 something. Yeah, it's August 2nd when I'm recording this, but you'll see this on August 3rd. I released a new video, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. It was a very long process. It took about 3.5 hours to make, but it was awesome. I loved doing it. It's probably one of the funnest filming sessions and recording sessions I have had in a long time. And it was very effortful. Of course, 3.5 hours is not the usual length. It only takes about 40 minutes for this total to make a full video and edit it up and everything. But yeah, sorry about that. Today we're gonna be talking about Legend of the Lost Legends. The Goosebumps book number 47, I think. Yeah. This story is well, I don't hate it. A lot of people say this book is really bad, or like, okay, or decent. But, honestly, this book isn't as bad as a lot of people say it is. It's just one of the weirder and stranger Goosebumps books out there. And it does piss you off. And there'll be a comparison probably to Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid, which is also a fantasy-based book. No spoilers for that book. I'm just kind of just a sequence of events. Like, first it's good, of course, like that. First good, then bad, then good, then bad. Stuff like that. I'm not gonna spoil the book for you. But yeah, this is similar to that book in some ways. And also, in some ways. And also probably similar to the newest book, scariest book ever, which is a very, very, very similar plot, where they're out, kind of looking for something, presumably. And there's a forest full of creepy creatures that are not normal, like silver-colored dogs, Vikings, hundreds of squealing mice. Better spoiler, born out of nuts. Sorry, acorns or whatever. Really weird. But yeah. Let's get into this book now. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Let's go. And now for the blurb. Nobody loves a good story like Justin's dad. Well, really? He is a famous writer and a story collector. That's how Justin and his sister, Marissa, ended up in Rovania. Yep. Their dad is searching for an ancient manuscript called The Lost Legends. No. Justin and Marissa want to help, but instead of finding the Lost Legend, they get lost. And the woods of Rovania are filled with strangest creatures, like hundreds of squealing mice, silver-colored dogs, and terrifying Vikings from long ago. Read beware, in for the scare! Talk about a horror story. Overall, this book is fine. It's not good, I wouldn't put it on a level of just saying it's good. It's actually above average for a Goosebumps book, in my opinion. I don't know why a lot of people hate on this book sometimes, since I do see a lot of people saying, yeah. No. This book isn't that bad. It's not that bad. It does piss you off around the 20th chapter. The 15th chapter. Probably exactly. It does piss you off there when you realize, oh wait, is this gonna be the premise? Is this gonna be the twist of the book? Yes and no. Yes, but it saves it. But yeah. It saves it right after. It's a decent book. I don't hate this book. I think it is at least great. A solid great. And yeah. Let's get into what I like about the book, and of course what I don't like right afterwards. So what do I like about this story? It has a good build-up for the first 10 chapters. I really enjoyed those first 10 chapters the most out of any. It kind of set up the rest of the story. The rest of the story could have been just right there, and yeah, it could have been almost the exact same. Kind of. But, yeah, the first 10 chapters are really fun. Enjoyed them. Probably the best part of this book. Just the opening of this book is decent. The first third of this book is great. The ending. I thought the ending was not very clever, kind of predictable how it was going to go, but it was fine. It was a fine ending. I didn't hate it or anything. It was just fine. So that's an upside, I guess. This book's premise overall, the story overall, is a decent story concept where they're looking for legends in the forest, and they get lost and have to encounter strange creatures. It sounds like a typical fantasy book, only these are just normal kids, and these creatures are just completely unknown to them. They have never seen them before, of course. But, yeah, this story, yeah, it's overall fine, the story. I don't hate it, actually. It's actually, it's good. It's a good story. Another character that I really like is I forgot his name. Hold on. Should be in here. It's Luca. Hopefully I'll cut out that part. Luca is the character in this book. That is basically controlling everything. I really like him. His personality, you can kind of see it around the end more. Since in the whole book, he's playing a dog. That is a biped dog. If you don't know what biped means, it means he stands on his hind legs. Bipedal. Yeah, very interesting, but it's fine. It's his personality. I think he is a very fun character when you start, seeing him. But yeah, this story is just overall good. It's maybe great, yeah, great. But there are a few problems that I can see why people fucking hated it. But honestly, I don't think they should hate it. I can see why people dislike this book. Anyways, let's get into those. Straight off the bat, when you start to figure out the twist, you get really mad what the twist is. Of course, this is always spoilers. Duh, like the title always says. Everything is fucking fake. Almost everything. Not the entire forest, but some of the creatures are fake. Most of the creatures. Every creature. Even the trees, the giant cats, the squealing mice, the dogs. Luca himself, he isn't even a dog. I think he's a person. I like to imagine him as like an elf guy with fucking goat legs. That's what I imagine him as. Like an elf goat mix. That's what I imagine him as. I don't know why. Yeah, everything in the fucking forest, that section of the forest is completely fake. That definitely has pissed off a lot of people, and I can see why people hate the book because of that. That is a fuck you ending. That is a middle finger ending, as a lot of people call it. It's just the ending that nobody likes, where everything is fake or it never happens, like a dream ending. But it's not a dream; it's just fake. Even though it kind of happened, everything was robots, which is really weird. But yeah, entire forest is fake, but it saves it with the final 5 chapters. That happens around the 25th chapter. I like those final 5 chapters, where of course he actually gives them the wrong legend since they passed the test. He gave him the egg of truth. I think that's what it's called. The egg of blank truth. I don't know. But and then of course they give it back, and he tells them where the legend actually is. It's owned by a bunch of Vikings, of course, actual Vikings, hopefully real Vikings. Yes, there are real Vikings. Ivana, which is this girl's name, she's fake. There are real Vikings in this book. Presumably. And, yeah. But that whole little mini rant right there, I don't hate it since, it gets saved. But yeah, it's definitely a downside. I didn't like that one happened. Oh my god. I got really mad as well. I'm like, god damn, okay, I can see why people hate this book now. Another thing is, the dog, Silver Dog, his introduction was kind of odd. It could have been they encounter it. No, it literally just comes out from him, and I don't get it. It's a weird introduction. I think it was just kind of weird. Okay. It was just kind of meh. When they start to realize what's going on, it's just the fucking dog comes up to him with a fucking note saying, "Yeah, I'm over here. Come find me, boys." And they're just chilling in their tent. Yeah. Also, the main characters are idiots for not even trying to wake up their dad. Not even trying to. Okay, well, they did, but they just didn't. They could have started to drag his sleeping bag. They could have smacked him. They could have slapped him. Wake up, daddy! They could have went out and held Silver Dog down. Kids are idiots. They could have tried a lot harder. They tried their hardest, they said. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for the ranting about what I didn't like about this book. Yeah, hold on. Occasion. Let's get into the overall rating. This rating might shock you. Kinda. So though I said I liked this book overall, it's not really that great, but I just say it's just like Scream the Haunted Mask. It's just a solid great. It's just great, okay? It's just a solid low great. 7.5 out of 10. It had some intensity, it had some fantasy, like major fantasy things. A Viking Goosebump book was a very uncalled for but cool and interesting thing, or a Viking involved Goosebump book. It's not heavily about Vikings until like the final few chapters, and of course, the robot Viking, but still overall a fine book. It's fine. It had some tense moments, just not a great introduction to the fucking fantasy creatures. I said I did like the first 10 chapters, but the introduction was kind of odd for me. I didn't like it, and it went on for way too long. The segment where they're chasing Silver Dawn, I'm like, when is it fucking over? It just took forever. And I think Stine realized that the final chapter when there was a segment where we were going to find the Vikings, and it only lasted like a page, and they said it took an hour. Like fucking god, man. Anyways, book was fine. Sorry, great. It's just a very low rate. Can't say much more than that. 7.5 out of 10. So, shove this back in the collection. Yeah, not much more I can iterate on that. If you do enjoy this book review, leave a like, comment, and tell me what your opinion is about this book below. And, can't really say much more. Once again, shout out to Zenak. We did a collab with him recently. He's awesome, very fun to talk to, and I hope we collab soon, dude. Once again, of course. Speaking of collabs, I am open to collabs, Bjorn. Message me on Instagram, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready any fucking time. Of course, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.